Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of May 2025. This, looking for the theme of the month for Sag. Here we go. Theme of the month. Open your eyes, Sagittarius. Be careful that you do not get in your own way. Pay attention. Pay attention. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Trust yourself, and trust yourself to be recognized by others. And also, gifts will be offered to you along the way. Do not look a gift horse in the mouth. Remember your loyalties. Remember your honor. Remember to not only be loyal to others, but to yourself and to your own needs. But yes, be true to others as well, and that'll keep your integrity high. If you say you're going to do it, do it. That's the thing here. Be your own best friend, but if you say you're going to do something, you better do it. So this is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of May 2025. This is for love. Well, you know what false love is. You know what that is, and that has helped you actually determine what is true love. I think in general, when you get involved in a relationship, you really do try to be your best, try to be loving, try to be kind, all of those good things. I do think that happens for you. But the Lover's card in reverse says that you have often ended up realizing after a while that you're not where you need to be as far as love goes. And that maybe you connected in that relationship for a security reason, or maybe you were weak or feeling sad, and they were helping you with that sadness, and then you gave love because they were helping you feel better. You might find that you're not really as madly in love either with someone or something. And so the bottom line is, if you are not passionate about everything you're doing or whoever you're with, maybe you should check in with that. Do you need to find passion? Is that what you need? Or are you looking for peace? And if you're looking for peace now, that feels very different from passion. And if you don't know what that feels like, you might want to talk to someone about that before you mess up any relationship you're already in. Because it could be something you're not familiar with. It could be something you're not used to. You know, what's the difference between passion and peace in a relationship? But overall, I think a good conversation with whomever is going to help you identify whether or not you should stay or go in this relationship. This is not a month I would go if I were you, and that's what it's telling me, to work out whatever details. It could be a temporary situation. Maybe you just need to learn more, okay? Maybe you just need to learn more about yourself, okay, in order to solve whatever's happening within you, okay? And if you're single and I don't know, this month of May does not look like the month that you should be jumping into a relationship. This looks like a month that you should be working through whatever remnants of old relationships are still pushing and pulling around you. Resolve some of that. Otherwise, you'll find yourself too quickly involved in a relationship, and that will not end up really well in the long term. Okay, so if you're really looking for love, if you really want a love affair with the right person, then you're going to have to give yourself some time to heal whatever you're holding on to before you move forward. Okay, otherwise you're going to end up with someone who isn't vibing at your vibe. If you're in a situation in the home environment, yeah, you can look for the good that's there, but there could be something happening in the home environment that you don't like. You know, maybe maybe you have a blended family, and the consequences of that are driving you crazy. So communicating that with someone is probably a good idea, okay? Maybe you can solve some problems that way. Talking, imagine that. Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is for May 2025, and now we are talking about this for health. Let's see what we got for health. Another one who isn't fully nurturing themselves. You do need to pay more attention to what's going in your body and how much you're using your body, where you're using your body, and what you're doing with your body. Exhaustion has happened here, and probably a good idea for you to get more activity, more vibrancy, more pushing yourself a little bit more into the areas that you really want to be. Very busy person, very playful person, smart, philosophical, spiritual. All of these things are inside you, Sagittarian. And if you're not living it, if you're not If you're not working it, moving that energy, then you're going to be stagnant and you're going to feel that, and you'll need some kind of flush. Maybe your stomach's bothering you. Maybe your digestive system's slow. Something like that is going on, and you might need to take some time to address that sluggish energy. It could also be that you're just exhausted all the time, and maybe you need some vitamins. Maybe you're not eating enough vitamins. Maybe you need a smoothie. Maybe. You need to pay attention to yourself. Okay, so yeah, I do see Sagittarian, I'm going to say Sagittarian men. I'm going to say you guys have gone from a lowly vibration from the winter to a far more vibrant vibration. I'm really happy to see that. So now I want to kick up the energy around the feminine Sag and say to you, pay more attention to your own reason for being so exhausted, and maybe do something about it, okay? Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of May 2025. And money. Aha. Sagittarian, I got the first card I got was, you are not impressed with the fact that you don't have enough play money. But you know, you want big things, so you have to save. You have to put as much money as you can aside to get your dreams come true. But I will say that this last month has possibly helped. The opportunities around money are still there, though. They're still there. So how do you ping that and get that? So like I said, in April, it's possible that April money that we talked about or saw coming was the beginning of a conversation that will stir again in May, and maybe down the road it will manifest. So things don't happen quite as fast as you want, but they will happen. Okay, so be patient with that, because I do see your finances are not where you want them to be, but I'm also being told to tell you that maybe you're not, maybe you need to do more about how you're making money and then what you're spending your money on. Not spending your money until you have saved your money in order to do what it is you need. So you got to be more careful. Sometimes spending money is, you're not thinking. And so Sagittarian, I'm just going to say, finally, you've got to save your money. Put your money in your purse and don't spend it. Do not spend any money in May. Save your money, because you have some big ideas and Spirit wants to make them happen. So save as much as you can, spend as little as possible, and enjoy the things around you.